Well, hello everyone. It's Mary Beth from MBGrayDesigns, and I am live today, and I'm going to be creating a cute little envelope, I guess, mini album. Sorry, I have to send a little message here really quick. And okay, so let me show you what I'm creating. And if anyone is watching the replay, you might want to fast forward till I kind of get some things going here. But yeah, this was so much fun. And I've made, so this is going to be 3 times as a charm because I'll show you why I'm not like super happy with it. Oh my gosh, Kat, how are you? I haven't talked to you forever. Girl, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I took quite a bit of a little hiatus from filming, and I just came back a couple weeks ago. It's been really nice. All right, so what I wanted to make was an envelope, little flip, but I wanted to make it like a little mini album with chipboard and everything. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. So the first one that I did, this is what happens when I don't plan things out. I have a video planning my mini albums where I kind of go through my thought process, and I should have done that, and I didn't, and I made 2 that I'm not super happy with. So like I said, 3rd time is a charm. Although this one did turn out super cute. I want to put on a live, I was making these cute little embellishments, and I thought it would be fun to attach it to the side, like that. So I haven't done that yet. But this first one I made was the little covers are 4 by 4.5. Yeah, 4 by 4.5. And then I made a spine that was only 1 inch, right? So I actually made 5 little envelopes, but it could only fit 4. And I had to go only a 1/4 inch on the spine. It worked out, but I wanted it to be a little bit spread apart on the spine. But I couldn't because I only had a 1 inch spine, right? I know, right? Story of a crafter life. So there's that. And I finished decorating this one. I'll run through it here in a minute, but it did turn out cute, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So then I was like, okay, I want a much bigger spine. As you can see, I went a lot bigger because I wanted 5 envelopes and I wanted them 1/2 inch gussets. So it's a 2.5 inch spine. But what I did was I left the covers at 4 by 4.5. So now it kind of looks dumb like a triangle. It's not, I mean, I guess I can make it super chunky. That would be cute. But I haven't decorated this one. But as you can see, I've got 5 with 1/2 inch gusset, right? And yeah, that's fine and dandy. So I might still, I was thinking of deconstructing it and, saving the chipboard or whatever, but I don't know. I wasn't happy with this one, setting this one aside. So today, I thought I would go through and show you how to make this cute little envelope album. I'm calling it an envelope just because it has like the hard covers, but we're going to try 3/8 of an inch. And we're going to measure out so that our spine isn't too crazy. Because I do like the size of the cover, but we may go slightly bigger. So that is what we're going to do. So first things first, I need to grab a piece of paper. I already have notes on this one. So I'm going to plan a little bit, which is always better for me. So what I know I want 3/8 of an inch. What did I call them? Hinges and in between, Okay, I know I want that. I kind of want 5 envelopes. I don't know why, but I like, God, I can't even write today. So if I were to do that, right, I know my first flap, this is how I do it. My first flap is just starting right there. I don't have anything to the left of it. Well, hello, Julie. Thanks for joining. So I know I'm going to have my first flap with my envelope already connected, right? Then I do want 3/8 of an inch here. Okay. Second envelope, 3/8. I should be writing this bigger so you can see it. Third envelope, I'm sorry, I have to do it this way because this is how I have to do. There's 4, and then there would be my 5th one. And on the 5th one, I would have my 3/8, attach it, right? So I do need a little bit up here and a little bit here to attach it on that side, if that makes sense. So my 5th one would go here, and then I would need, how did I do that? I just need to fold it up. I'll figure that out in a minute. Now, 3/8 is the in between the hinges, right? But each hinge, not the first one, but in between, will go up and down to connect to make a hinge. So I do need an up and down on these, and I'll do 1/2 inch each way. So that's going to be 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, right? But when they're grouped together, it's not. It's like nothing, basically. I hope I'm doing this right. So anyways, here's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So to get the piece of paper to even make this, I know I'm going to need, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 eighths. Well, I'm going to do another, how am I going to do that 5th one? Sorry, guys. This is part of the planning because I screwed up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is my 5th. So I don't need a 3/8 there. I just need to connect the thing. So we're okay there. All right. So 3, 6, 9, 12 eighths, right? If I reduce it down, we're doing a little math here. We're going to get 3/2, right? Which is actually 1.5. Okay. So we got the 1.5 inches plus the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5.5 inches, right? To use the piece of paper to actually make the hinge. Just to be careful, I'll probably cut it slightly bigger because sometimes my measurements might be off. So that's what we got there. As far as the spine goes, because like I said, I need more than 1 inch, here. Well, that's what I was doing, was flying by the seat of my pants, Kat. And that's how I ended up with 2 mistakes. So I decided this time at least write some numbers down, right? So that I can show everyone how I did it without being crazy. And then I'll write the full easy measurements so nobody has to go through this. But like I said, I still think it turned out cute. The other thing I forgot is to put like a ribbon closure, right? So there's another mistake. It happens. It happens. So, okay. I lost my train of thought. All right, spine. How big do I need my spine? So I definitely need 1.5, obviously, for just the hinge part. I'm going to do a 2-inch spine to be safe. Okay. Now, to put it in perspective, this was 1 inch. So I'm going to make the cover because that's where I made a mistake. I wanted to make it a larger spine, so I made 2.5, but I left the covers the same size, and it's like more of a triangle, and I didn't, prototype practice. I didn't really want that, So we're going to do a 2-inch spine, but instead of 4 by 4.5, I'm going to try 5 by 5.5, and I think that might look good. So now this is my chipboard pieces, okay? And then we'll figure out paper in a minute. All right, so at least I know that much, right? So let's get moving and grooving. Now, the other thing I do, I make a lot of mini albums. I use chipboard a lot. If you have 5 pages, isn't it 5 inches for the hinge part? Okay, so I have 3/8 in between each hinge. Oh, I see your question. The reason it's not in my case, because this first one that should be a 1/2 inch right there, actually. So it really should be. So this is a 1/2 inch, and each one of these is an inch to make the hinge. So 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch is 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. You get what I'm saying? So this part's just a 1/2 inch. So really it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 1/2 inch probably over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're right. You're right. So it should be 6.5. Thank you. See? Thank you. No, thank you. You kind of corrected me there. So I'm still going to try a 2-inch spine to see if this works out. Let me see something on my 2.5 where I didn't like how it looked. If I would have done 5 by 5.5. See, I don't like the triangle look with this big of a spine. I don't think it looks good personally for me. So if I would have done 5 by 5, yeah, that would work. I'm going to do either a 2 or 2.5-inch spine. So I'll figure that out in a minute. All right, so let's go. But thank you, Julie. So what I do is I work with a lot of chipboard, you know. So you guys, I have a lot of chipboard scraps, as you can see from making mini albums and stuff. So for this is a smaller project, it's very easy for me to just use scraps, which is awesome. Would it be a 1 3/4 inch spine? Am I way off? You guys, I have a degree in math. Like, how stupid do I feel right now? What an idiot. It's Saturday. I don't like to think. All right, so let me measure. That's only 4 inches in width. So anyways, I like to find little pieces that I can use instead of pulling out new chipboard, you know what I mean? So that's 5 by 5. I kind of want the 5 by 5.5. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of 4 inch. Oh, 5. Perfect. That one will work for both covers. Yay. And then we just need a spine. See how I got all these little pieces? This is 2.5. We can trim it down. So great. I got my chipboard pieces. So it's always good. I always save all these. I'm sure you guys do too, but I just have a lot because of all the albums I make. All right. So we got our chipboard pieces. We will cut that down. Get my trimmer here. My desk is a hot mess, by the way. What did I say this was? Is already 5. Already 5. So I just need to cut 5.5 twice. Okay. So that's good news. 5.5. Don't mess it up, Mary Beth. Well, hello, Vanessa. How are you? Oh my God, that like hurt my hand. I mangle my chipboard scraps. I have a heck of a time crafting it. Oh, you mean like when you cut it, Julie? Is that what you're saying? Like, I don't know. I mangle them up too a lot of times, but I do try to use what I can because chipboard's kind of expensive instead of, yeah, like this. So I'll just take scissors and kind of cut that. But in this case, I'll cut it this way so I don't have to deal with that and hope that I cut better. Well, let me show you another trick I do just in case you're interested. So give me a second. Like I said, I've got a big old mess. I am going to use the envelope punch board, although you don't need to. So my other little trick that I do, this blade right now is a newer one, and I know it's been a hot minute for paper, right? So I don't like to use that on chipboard because it really dulls it fast. So I have a little container, believe it or not, of just all, like these were used once for paper and they're duller. Like you know, like you're ready to use a new blade. So I mark it and I now use this for chipboard. That's how I kind of save and work through my blades. As you can see, I've got a bunch. Like this one's new. I shouldn't really intermix it, but whatever, I did. So yeah, I thought I had okay, that's okay. We'll use this one. All right. And then I gotta set this one aside so I don't get confused because that's one that's going to cut paper. All right. So, and look at this cute little thing, which I've never used because look how small. It's so mini. But is that not, look at, is that not the cutest little thing? I don't even remember where I got that. All right. So let me put this blade in and then we're going to do 5.5 here. So then this way, I always also put the blade up in the chipboard. It's easier than trying to go into it. And then I can slice it like this. And lots of pressure. And if it doesn't snap nicely, which this one won't, it's pretty thick chipboard, I'll turn it over. I mean, I'm sure this is elementary and you guys know it, but this is just how my brain works. And do it this way. And then it easily separates, right? So now we've got our front and back covers. We can't use this as a spine. It's way too small. So I will set that aside. Now, my spine, I'm going to hold off until I make my hinge this time. Because last time I cut my spine to size before I made the hinge and things just weren't working out. So we'll just wait on that. But in the meantime, what I was doing was I was wrapping, and I have a new way of wrapping. Let me pull my example out. What did I do? Oh, here we go. So what I did this time is I wrapped individually, and I'll show you, and then I wrapped the spine individually, but I left flaps of paper on either side of the spine, and that's how I connect all three pieces instead of wrapping the whole thing at once. And I actually like it that way. So that's what I'm going to be doing, but I'm not going to wrap first this time because I want to make my hinge. So here we go. Time to make a hinge. I'm going to get rid of my chipboard cutter for now. Put my paper back in. And just, I've been also using a piece of decorative paper for my hinge, you know, instead of just regular. But you could do it however you want. It must be my blades. I know, right? Yeah, it's my blades. It's their fault. So I did this one with Sweet Story. It turned out so darn cute, you guys. I really should be doing a haul video because I finally got my hands on some of the Garden Party. Not everything, obviously, but I did get my hands on some of it. And so 6x8 is what I was using for the 4x4.5. But I'm going to work with a 12x12 because this is 5x5.5, but I need to wrap it and all that. So I'm going to need it to be longer, if that makes sense. So I did happen to get, I couldn't get like the collection, but I was able to get, oh, okay. Good to see you too. Have fun at work. So I was able to get this project pad. This was from Joann's on sale for $5.99. So I went ahead and got that. So at least I've got some 12x12 paper. Here's the other issue I run into. I want it to be double-sided for the hinge. Okay. So these are not going to work for me. This is just my thought process. So I don't have any, I don't think, Garden Party that is double-sided. Let me just double check because I got a couple packages. Nope, I don't. So what I'll use for the spine is Sweet Story, and I'm totally fine with that. For the hinge, my bad. So I had some, when you order them individually, you know, they're double-sided, and that's what I want for the hinge. So even though it's not Garden Party, it's going to go just fine, and you don't see a lot of it. I think I'm going to use, let's see, what colors are in the Garden Party? I mean, they're very similar, right? Oopsie. I'll just use this one to make my hinge. Okay, so let me kind of cut this down. What is everybody working on today? Oh, my granddaughter turned, oh, hello, Barbara. My granddaughter turned 7 yesterday. So today we're having a surprise birthday party for her. So her mom is taking her and her little friend to go get like a spa day, like manicure and pedicures. And while they're doing that, we're all going to meet over at the house. And 6.5. I'm going to cut it longer just to be on the safe side. Anyway, we're all going to meet the house early, and she's going to be so surprised. It's going to be fun. So that's kind of fun. We're going to be doing that today. And she's into JoJo. Is it JoJo Siwa, or however you say her name? So I got her a bunch of the JoJo stuff. Super cute. All right. All right. So let's work on this hinge. All right. So remember, oh my God, my first flap is 1/2 inch because it's going to just, the envelope's just going to connect there. I'm not going to do a full up down because here's the thing. I don't need to do a full up down. I apologize. Here's the thing. Unlike my mini albums where you have a base page that slides on top of the hinge, this is actually just connecting to a flap. Okay. So I don't need a full half like that. So really I didn't need as much paper. So let's review this. I do want 1/2 inch to go up. So this really would just be a half. So that's okay. We're going to go ahead and score and see what we get. Okay. So the first part where the envelope's going to attach to is 1/2 inch. It'll make more sense once I get it completed. And I'll try to remember maybe later today to nicely put measurements in the comments or description box to make it easier. So yeah. Well, hello, Maria. All right, so 1/2 inch, and then I want to go 3/8. So it would be 7/8. That's my in between, you know, the envelopes. And now I want to go 1/2 inch, right? So now I got to go 4, right? 4/8, you know, over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope that is that right? Oh, see, I already probably screwed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did, but that's okay. All right. And then I want to go 3/8 again. Sorry, guys, I'm going to be counting because I will mess it up. And then 1/2 inch again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3/8. 1, 2, 3. I'm using the 1/8 marker, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. One thing I noticed with using like regular paper, not harder cardstock, you don't want to push down as hard because it does rip pretty easily. So I got 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages, but I do want to put a little additional on the end. Okay, I think we're good. I'm not going to cut yet just in case I'm wrong. All right, so I'm going to start folding. So I'm going to fold up first. And the reason why is, do I have an extra little envelope hanging around? I thought I did. Well, I'll just use this. It doesn't matter. Pretend this is my envelope. I would want it to, it's just going to attach like that. I mean, I'll cut it down to size. Okay. So nothing goes on like a pocket page, right? So that would be for envelope 1. And then my little separator between my hinges, right? So then this would be for envelope 2. So the way I'm going to fold this, it's really the accordion fold, right? That's my hinge in between. Here we go. Like that. Whoops, the other way. Like that. See, my paper's going to rip. Oh, boy, I should have really put this together before I came live. Okay, yeah. And then this one's for my second one to go up. And then, oh, I think I screwed this up. Oh, my God. All right, we're just going to fold it and deal. But, like, this would be first one. I do need that extra spot for second one. Dang it. All right, let's rescore. See? See? I'm being real. This way you guys can see all my mistakes. Well, hello, everyone. All right. Let's just do simple and do 1/2 inch. And if I have to make the spine bigger, it is what it is. Half, it's just easier. I'm so sorry. We're just going to make this real simple. And if anyone's wondering what I'm making, I'll show you that in just a quick moment. So I'm just going down half, 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 and we'll use as much as we need to use. Where's my little, this is what I'm making. Maria, I think you've seen it. It's a little envelope flip, basically, but with kind of like mini album meets envelope flip. That's what I should call it. But I just didn't have I struggled with it, and I've already made 2 that I'm not super, super happy with. 3rd time's the charm is what we're hoping. All right. So this will be easier because it just will be because I did the same. Okay. So we've got, this is where the first envelope's going to connect. Okay. And then we know this is the, oopsie, this is the hinge, or excuse me, not the hinge, the in-between. Gusset. That is the word, gusset. Good Lord. And then this one's going to be the second. Here we go. Like that, right? First, second. And then this one is going to be we're going to move on to the 3rd. You guys know how to fold this stuff. I'm not very good at demonstrating it, am I? Good Lord. I am so rusty. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. gusset. I want to go this way for the gusset. Okay. And then envelope 4. Really hope I'm not boring you guys. Gusset. How is everyone doing? I'm so happy it's the weekend, right? It's been rainy here. I'm in Omaha. But hopefully it'll be nicer today. And this is for envelope 5. Okay. Do you see how wide that is? That's why I was going to go with 3/8, right? It just seems like a wide hinge. I know. But the envelope's going to be here, 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 here. So what are we looking at? If I squeeze it kind of, it's like 2 1/4. I am going to have to do a 2.5 inch spine. Not super happy about that. This is 2.5 though. We will make it work. Okay. So now I know I need a 2.5 inch spine. The reason why I came up with that is actually, maybe I screwed that up. There we go. It measures 2.5 to glue it on. I really want to use this leftover piece of chipboard, but I'm kind of thinking I may have to do a little bit like 2 3/4. Let me just see here. Because that's such a tight fit. It would fit, but boy, oh boy. That's why I wanted to do 3/8 in between and I screwed up. It'll still work out. Poochie! All right, I'm going to have to do 2 3/4. I did not want this big of a dang spine. But that's what I'm left with. Okay, on this one, I did 1/4 inch. You know, it did work out because I was able to put little, not much, but some goodies in each one, you know. Should I go back to a 1/4 inch? Let's just make this exact one. The only difference will be where I made the mistake is I didn't put ribbon for a tie closure. And I will go slightly bigger. Is that okay with everyone? I'm so super sorry. If I were filming, I could edit this whole dang part out. Do you guys mind if I make the hinge again? I'm really sorry. And then I'll feel more comfortable. So we'll just do a 1/4 inch. It'll work out better because if my spine is that big, it's going to look ridiculous like my other one, you guys. I did not like, this is a 3-inch spine, I think. And it just looks dumb to me. I mean, it's okay, but it looks like a freaking triangle. It's not how I wanted it to look. So there you go. All right. You guys don't mind, do you? I'm so sorry. Here, we got leftover paper. We can do it this way. Ta-da. How big is that? Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. So we're just going to do a 1/4 inch. I'm so sorry. It'll work out. Flap. Envelope 1. Gusset. Envelope 2. Gusset. Envelope 3. Gusset. Envelope 4. Gusset. Envelope 5. I don't need a gusset, but I am going to just cut a little bit further out just to make sure. Okay. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. All right. I'm really sorry. All right. So 1/4 inch is always hard for me to score. It's like making rosettes, right? It's just, I mean, to not score, but to burnish, bend, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to go to envelope 2 real quick. Anybody watching the replay? I should probably put a timestamp to just fast forward all this stuff. My friends that are with me during the live, God bless you. Okay. And then gusset, and then envelope 3. And then I usually just push down to fold in that gusset like that. Other gusset. And then this is envelope 4. It is a cute little project, though. And then a little gusset, and then envelope 5. Oh, my God. Thank God. Now you can see, because these are going to be put together. this hinge is going to be so much smaller, which is what I want. It's just a little hard to get these envelopes attached, okay? But you know what I did? I'll show you in a minute. Just to secure it more, I'll show you. Give me 2 seconds to try to put this stupid thing together. It'll be easier when you know what, we're going to tape it together or glue it together, whatever. Just cutting it tight with that. Okay. We will glue this together, this one and this one. I feel like I'm rushing way too much. There we go. Oh, hi. Well, thanks for coming by. Okay, you may not want to go back on mine because I really messed up. And yeah, so you may not want to. Because I'm a mess. I feel like I'm a new crafter or something. What the hell's going on with me? Oh, that's right. Okay. Good Lord. Please, somebody tell me what they're working on today. So I don't feel like such an idiot. All right, then usually you count 3. Okay, we'll go right in here. We're almost done with this dang hinge, and then we'll move on to the fun. I promise. I should have just done this before. Hi, Wendy. Well, thank you, Maria. You're making me feel so much better. I made a lot so far. Oh, you're working on a swamp. Happy Cute. It's called Happy Cute Swamp. That's so sweet. How fun is that? Okay. We've got, thank God, 3 envelope flaps. We got 4 and 5 left to do. No big deal. And then I'll cut this off. We'll measure and we'll get that spine cut. What the hell is wrong with me? Here we go. Usually I do use score tape, but this is so dang small that I don't know. I have 1/4 inch. I guess I do have 1/8 of an inch. It's just too fiddly for me. But this glue is, it's the art glitter glue container. But Poochie, I do have the cute little bear, by the way. And I love it. I think I like it better. Do you guys like it better than art glitter glue? Oh, sloths. Oh, that's so cute. You're supposed to be organized. Girl, I get it, right? Okay. We're good there. One more. Thank God. But this glue works good. It's going to hold the spine. I'm not worried about it at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, thank God. 5. All right, here we go. All right, I got to take my sweater off really quick, guys. I'm hot. Hot. Ooh. All right. Where's my little trimmer? It should fit in here. Okie dokie. Yay. We got this dang hinge done. I'm just going to cut off this excess real quick. Of course, that's okay. Just use my scissors. It's fine. Yeah, it's 1 inch. So I'll make 1.5 inches. Oh my God, I feel so much better. Okay. So we got our hinge. All right. So our chipboard, and I was going to show you something on that book. Oh, I glued together the hinge part, but then I've also put extra washi tape. You know, it's cute, but also I think it gives it a little bit more security. Maybe not a ton because it's washi, but it worked, right? So yeah, I think this thing turned out kind of cute. It really did. And I was so proud of myself, you guys. I used I used a little package to make the shaker on the top. So that was cool. When you're done with yours, come over. You only about 6.5. Oh, you use the art glue, and it's like the bare one. Well, I love them both. I don't want to like sway you either way. I used art glitter glue for a very long time, and I switched to that Berry Arts glue and or whatever it's called, Berry Barely Art glue, whatever. The bottle's too damn cute, right? Here's what happened. I live in the Midwest, and I did order, and I was kind of pissed about this. I ordered big, like refillable, the big bottles, and when I got them, and I ordered it from Art Glitter Glue, the actual company, not Amazon or anything. You guys, it came out and it looked like whipped cream or something. It was just like remember those? You know what it looked like? On the 4th of July, maybe when you're a kid, those little snakes, when you light them and they go, that's what it looked like. So yeah, it was not good. I was really upset. So the Barely Art Glue I am happy with, because I don't think you have that problem with the cold weather. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can order it all year. It's not a big deal. All right, so I'm going to do 1.5 inches, and then of course I want this is my height is 5.5. I want it to be taller rather than wider. Okay, so I need to do 1.5 inches by 5.5. So I will do that really quick here. 1.5 by 5.5. That's going to make a lot of noise, so I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need it. We'll start with 5.5. Sorry for the noise. By 1.5. I'm going to feel so much better about this one. The third one might be the charm. Like I said, it may be, or maybe not be. I don't know. All right. So like I said, my scraps, you guys, it's crazy, but I keep all my chipboard scraps. It's a lot, but that's because like I'm making this using scraps instead of pulling out 12 by 12 sheet of chipboard. All right. So the way I'm going to cover this is a little bit different than I used to do with my mini albums. I kind of mentioned it. I'm going to cover individually, and then you'll see with the spine, when I cover it, I'm going to leave 2 outside flaps that are not glued in, and that's where I'll be able to attach the covers. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do. Hi, Anna. Anna, I sent you a DM, okay? So when you get a chance, look at that, okay? Hi, Scrapaholic. All right. So covering it, the way I do that also is, because I'm doing 5 by 5.5, I am going to have to use bigger than the 6 by 8. Oh, I'm using Garden Party. Very excited. So because I have to fold over. So I need to pick my cover and my back cover. Look I was so excited. Poochie, I got a little bit of the Garden Party. I was pretty excited. I got I think you have this too, the, project pad. Natalie, hello. Ooh, I like that as a cover. I like that one. I always have to kind of flip through and make sure. We'll vote. We got that one that I really like as a cover. This would be a cute back cover. Those are cute. That's pretty. I mean, of course they all are. That one's pretty. I love gingham. I might make an envelope out of that one. That one's pretty. Really think once I get my mindset, oh, that one's so pretty too. All right, you know what? I'm sorry. I said we were going to vote, but I'm going with, so lame. I really want to go with this one for the cover. If everyone's good with that, what do you guys think? The front cover. Beautiful. And I like just a simple back cover. Because you don't see, not really looking at the back cover too much. All right, so we got that, and out of this, we'll be able to, I'll use gold for the spine. I do like using that contrast, like this. So front cover, back cover, and then the gold. Poochie, gold. 10 for $2. Okay. Well, my husband and I are going to my granddaughter's surprise party, so he's just going to have to deal and swing by with me. Thank you. Glad to see that. I hope they have it in my store. Otherwise, I can order it online. And I was just mentioning with the sweet story, I love when you order them individually. It's double-sided. I really do like that. But yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's start covering. Oh my God, we're finally at that point. All right, so 5 by 5.5. 5 is the width. Okay, so that's, you want to make sure if you have a directional piece, although this one's not really, so that's cool. So if it's 5 by 5.5, I'm going to cut it larger because I want to fold over the ends, right? So I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do 7 for the width. And then I'm going to do 7.5 for the height. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to do the exact same on this piece. I'm going to do 7 by 7.5. Did I say hi to Veronica? Hi, Veronica. Oh, I haven't gotten the mail yet. I don't even know if I checked the mail yesterday. Anna, you need to look at your DM from me. I'm so nervous. Here's what happened, and this has only happened to me once because I use PayPal. I'm worried I put the wrong email address in because it just keeps saying pending, like it's not an incorrect email. So I want to make sure I have the right email. So I'm worried you didn't get your payment. So yeah, so you just respond back when you get a chance. I sent you a screenshot of what it looked like just to make sure. None of them works. Oh my God, Maria, that's so frustrating. All right, so we got that. And now I'm going to cut the gold because I'm out of gold scraps. I'm going to have to pull a new, well, no, actually I'm not. I have enough. I'll be darned. Isn't that nice? Okay. Sorry about the reflection. I'll flip it over. So the gold. Now, remember, I'm going to have flaps on either side, and I probably want them around 2 inches. I can always trim them down. It is. Isn't that freaking weird? Huh. I may just try to resend it again. And if you get it twice, I'll just order another one. We'll do it that way. I don't understand why it's in this pending state. It usually is like that. Give me a few minutes, Anna. I'm going to do it right after this live, okay? And then we can talk. I don't know why it did that. Like I said, the only other time it's done that to me is when I had somebody's incorrect email. Yeah, huh? That's so weird. All right. So I'm going to, I want longer flaps. What did I say? This was 1.5. So 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. I'm okay with the height. Yeah. So, you know what? I'm just going to leave it at 6. It's close enough. All right. So let's get wrapping. Let's get wrapping. That sounded funny. All right. So got all my pieces. We will start with the front cover. And here's how I do it. I really like this individual way versus the full-blown laying it all out like I used to always do. To me, it's just, I like it. So see how it's just like a nice square like that. What I do, and I have my score tape. What did I do with my score? I got to take a drink of coffee. I hope you guys don't mind. So you want to hear a funny story? God, my husband, I swear to God. We could talk about husbands for a minute. No worries. We will figure it out. I'm going to be in a class at Frank's. Oh, okay. We'll talk later. Anna. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I have no idea what happened. My husband, I don't even know how this is possible, does not believe in microwaves. I wish you could see my face right now, my dumb face going, what? I mean, can someone please explain that? I don't know. He thinks they're bad or something for you. I'm like, oh my God, honey. So my coffee gets cold really quick. I need to buy one of those, like, remember the candle warmers or something, you know, so I can set it. I gotta have one of those because then I can keep my coffee warm. Oh, God, girl, I could send you a ton. Did you see all my scraps of chipboard, Poochie? Yeah, and as a matter of fact, not that you have to use my Amazon link, but I think I have it on there where I get my chipboard, just in case you're curious, because I try to look for the best deal. But yeah, you don't have to use that link. It's not about me and making 2 cents on an Amazon affiliate because I'm so small. But I'm just saying that's where I get mine. And there's all kinds. I can get the heavy, medium, different colors, whatever. Well, usually white, black, cream, and Kraft is what I've seen. So yeah. All right, so we got that one ready to go. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Now you could just use glue. Don't worry about, whatever you prefer to use is totally a-okay. All right. So we're going to just pull this up real quick. Oh my God. And with the chipboard, Poochie, I mean, I always get the 12 by 12. And if you're making smaller things or whatever, I think they sell 8.5 by 11 too. And it's cheaper. So just so you know. Hi, Sandra. Okay, glue. Where's my, I need a paper towel too. Sorry, guys. My craft room is a freaking nightmare at this point. God, I hate that because it's like, oh, I want to spend time, cleaning, organizing it. But then I'm like, no, I want to sit down and craft. So then it doesn't get done. Not a good thing, Mary Beth. Now, I should have already done this. I'll do it on the next one. I usually mark it, and I'll show you how I do that. I just basically do like a little dash to find like the even spot. But this is pretty easy to eyeball. It's not that big of a deal. I do need to stand up because for whatever reason that helps me. You can just eyeball it. It's not like the end of the world here. There we go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Oh, you have more than one account. I'm so dumb. There's another channel that I was going to set up called Math by Mary Beth, or MB². I'm such a dork. Because I used to tutor kids all the time, like usually high school and college age, because my degree is in a higher level math, but I work with any age kid, and with all this homeschooling stuff, I thought it would be nice, although there's a ton of channels out there, but to offer, so they can watch free how to do this, how to do that. Anyways, I thought the name was really cute, but I have not set it up. Okay. Now, a lot of people are really good and they measure and they do all this. I don't. What I'm going to do is cut off, mine are my corners, but I am going to leave about 1/8 of an inch or so estimate because I want to be able to cover that edge of the chipboard. Okay. So I just go in like that and out. I gotta look at something. Did I? Yeah, we're good. In and out. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to use glue. This glue is strong, so I am going to start with my vertical. Yeah, I don't know why I like to do that first, but for whatever reason, I do. So a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue. I probably should have already bent it, but this paper is not as thick as like super thick cardstock, so it's going to bend pretty easily. I'll just hold it down a little bit longer since I'm not using double-sided tape. And see, we're going to bend those little corner pieces in here in just a moment. A little bit on the top. There we go. Oh my God. I like it when my glue seeps out a little bit. To me, it just makes me feel like it's more secure on the edges, you know? So I don't mind that I get glue on my hands or anything like that. All right, so now you can see where that, let me get a pointer, where this little chipboard corner is. There's a little bit of paper overlapping. It's not cut right up to that. So I'm going to fold this in. And I just use my thumb, just kind of fold it in like that on both sides. Well, on all four sides. That way your corners are wrapped too. And listen, I've messed up and not done this before. And you can just take, like in this case, I could have just taken a little light pink marker and cut, you know, it's not a big deal. You know, I've made it work when I forgot. All right. So let's go ahead and put this together. I know somebody, and I love our little night owl chat group. I can't remember who it was that said they kind of wanted to know how to do the covers. Poochie, who was that? How's your room looking since that? Oh, Sandra, you would be so ashamed of me. Here's what happened. Let me tell you what happened with that. It was awesome, right? That is when I was going to Tuesday morning a lot. And I got to be honest with you guys, and I'm ashamed about this. I'm not going to lie. I, was doing hauls all the time. I got way too much stuff. So it got a little out of control. I'm not going to lie. So my daughter-in-law, well, my future daughter-in-law and I have been working on it together, and it's really coming along. I didn't order another professional. She was great, and she was a good price and everything. And at least it got me going. It taught me a lot of little things. But I'm so mad at myself that I got out of control. I mean, it's a good thing that Tuesday morning moved out. They're not here anymore. But even when they were, I, for the last over a year, really stopped Kraft shopping because I have so much stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. Now, lately, Poochie has enabled me way too much. But at least it's smaller orders. It's not like this huge, thingy. Yes, loved shopping. I know, me too, Sandra, but it was costing me a lot, and I already had so much stuff. It was just ridiculous, but I heard, I think it was on my last live, some of you fine ladies were telling me that it's not as good as it used to be. Is that true? Maybe in their areas, but anyways, look how nice. And then of course we will mat this side too, but that'll be later. So I want the 5.5 or 7.5 rather. Okay. So this is how this one's going to be. Now, all I was saying before, where's a pencil? And you don't have to do this. It does. Okay. See, so now I don't feel so bad, I mean, you could measure and all that. I'm just not, but sometimes what I do is I will mark a little line there. You're not going to see it. And that way, when I get my tape on and everything, it's just easier for me to go, oops, pop, done, so it's not good. Okay. Well, and it's sad. I think we all know what happened is, unfortunately, with this global pandemic, you can't order online with Tuesday mornings. So because they didn't have an online presence, they lost. I mean, obviously, it's not really their fault, but they lost out on so much business, right? But then again, it makes me wonder, because isn't like TJ Maxx the same type of thing? Where, and maybe I'm wrong, but like where, you can't order online, you have to go, or am I wrong on that? And they're fine. I know Poochie the enable, for real, but she enables good stuff. So Natalie, really for you too, where you're at, because your Tuesday morning used to be like super good too. I had a good one too. Yeah, it's a bummer. But in a way, it saved me a ton of money, and it's okay with me because, like I said, and I'll be honest, I never did hauls for views, okay? But I got addicted to the shopping. That's what I did. And, of course, then I would do a haul video. And honestly, my haul videos would get a way ton more views than my projects. And I was like, you know, because everybody, including myself, we love to watch hauls, right? But I started watching more project videos because I'm like, I'm a crafter. I want to learn, you know. I hope this is making sense. And I hope I'm not offending anyone. This is just my personal, you know, yeah, online shopping. I get it. Me too. Amazon's crazy for me. She's your favorite enabler, right? But so, you know, I don't do a ton of now, like if I get Peachy Cheap or scrapbook.com, you know, but that's nothing compared to what my dang Tuesday mornings were. And I can't do that anymore. I need to de-stash or give away stuff because I just have too much. And it's my own fault. I went overboard because it's easy to do. Let's be real. It is easy to go overboard. But what I was saying is, like, I appreciate all you because you're here crafting with me and it's just lovely and we get to catch up and you know what I mean? And I don't do YouTube for money or views or anything. I mean, my God, it's not like I have a, you know, big, huge channel or anything like that. I do it as a hobby. And honestly, the biggest thing is for the community because I could sit here and craft all I want all day long by myself. But I love our community so much. I missed it so much when I was, yeah, that's where I did it. When I was gone, you know, like when I took a little bit of a break. That is why I personally do it. But I love watching projects because we learn from each other. Yeah, I'm glad sometimes not. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents on, but believe me, I still watch all videos. Don't get me wrong. I do. I like them. But I also like to watch a lot of the projects, tutorials, or even project shares. I get so much inspiration because there's so much talent out there, you know? I will kind of this is what I should have done, but it doesn't really matter. This paper's not that sturdy. Just kind of train that paper a little bit. All right, so we're going to cut I'll go a little quicker. I'll stop chatting and kind of go a little bit quicker so that I don't bore you guys. My trash can's way too full. So excited for my granddaughter's surprise birthday party. She's going to be she's going to be over. I think she's going to cry. She's only 7, but it'll be so amazing for her. I'm excited for it. I got to wrap her gifts still. I got her, I think I was mentioning earlier, a bunch of that JoJo. She loves JoJo. And she loves to dress up like princesses and stuff. Like this girl just run around the house in a princess gown. You know, that's just how she is. Oh, thank you, Natalie. Anyway, so I got her a JoJo dress up thing. And then I got her little sunglasses, JoJo sunglasses, and this doll thing. And even JoJo toothbrushes. I'm like, she's going to be JoJo'd up. She'll be excited. Okay. Going to fold these little corners in real quick. But yeah, I can't believe she's 7. I was talking to my husband, like, I cannot believe our granddaughter is 7. You know, although we did it. And we have a 2-year-old granddaughter also from the same family. But my other son and his wife just had their first baby, and Monday will be 5 weeks old. Precious. It's so much fun. I was talking to my friend. We do Marco Polo. Do you guys do Marco Polo? I love Marco Polo. Anyways, it's an app where you can just record and talk, kind of like FaceTime, but it's not at the same time. Like I could do it maybe when she's busy. She can watch it whenever she wants, and then she'll respond, whatever. But I was saying how great it is to be a grandparent and just get to love on those little babies for a couple hours and then go home and do my own thing. It's the joy of being a grandparent. And I am Mimi and my husband is Poppy. So Mimi and Poppy, it's fun. So much fun. We're so blessed, so lucky. All right, so we got this one covered. Now, the hinge is just not very much, slightly different. The cut is going to be a little different. And I'll show that to you here real quick. And then we'll put it together so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. For the hinge, my hinge got stuck. All right. We are going to I am going to kind of, let's see, this is 1.5 inches. Yep, that's about center. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know. But in this case, you kind of want it pretty close because these flaps are going to wrap around on the outside, so you will see them. I know, Sandra. I know. Lily is 7. Yesterday. Her birthday's easy to remember. It's the day after tax day. So, yeah. So I am going to mark this one just because, like I said, the outside flaps will show. So I don't want one a lot longer than the other one, right? So I am going to mark kind of that center. And again, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm also going to mark down here and across. Okay. So I just got some little marks just to make sure I put it down right. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, have fun. Oh, you had to make a store. Are you leaving or are you back? I hope it was a fun store run. We have got to order some groceries. Oh, did I tell you guys about my car? Oh my God. So we have a little bit of an older car, 2014. Just paid it off, literally. The warranty, you know, the extended warranty and all that, March 31st was done. Guess what happened right after that? Transmission issues, all these issues, $3,000 out of pocket. Mama was freaking out. So money's tight right now. I have to stop. I can't do any more Kraft shopping right now. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm like, we have a lot of groceries. We are not spending a ton of money. I mean, at least it's just the two of us. We don't have to spend a lot of money on groceries. You know what I mean? But we really don't order in or dine out at all. I mean, and it's not even the pandemic issue. We enjoy cooking, right? So it's always kind of been like that. Oh, Dollar Tree. Yeah, you have to let us know. Doesn't say Kraft. Anyway, so, you know, we cook. So we do order groceries, but it's like I said, just the two of us. But yeah, it's like, yeah, no extras for a while. Stupid freaking car. I was so pissed off, you guys. But we just got it back yesterday and it's running good. And my thing was like, we literally just paid it off. So my thing was, listen, this is going to last a long time now. We'll have no car payment. Let's just enjoy that and go as long as we can. Because we're a one-car couple, and the reason why we have no reason to have 2 cars, and it's because I work remotely, even way before the pandemic. It's just my job. My company's out of Chicago. I think, Maria, are you in? No, you're not. You're in Ohio, I think. I might be wrong. Indiana. I don't know. But Poochie's in Chicago. And that's where my company is. But you know what? I got to check something really quick here. Sorry. So I've worked remote for a long time is my whole point. I'm going to cut the flaps down just slightly. See, because I don't want them to go that far in, but it's a preference, whatever you prefer. So, oh, that's not big enough. What am I doing? Let's use my bigger trimmer. Anyway, car bills and vet bills are the worst. Right. Yeah, that's my whole point. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you for reminding me. So, yeah. So we're driving that thing to the death, right? I mean, oh, and that's why we're one car. I work remotely, and my husband is almost done with, he's been going to school online. So he's home. Why would we need two cars? There's just literally no reason for it. So yeah, I am going to do it this way. So there's where my thingy begins, right there. I want to go, I'm going to do 1.5 inches. I think that'll be good. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, I almost cut that wrong. Thank God I did that right. Oh, okay. So I want it to be here rather. So I'm just cutting a little bit off. I just don't want the flap as big, if that makes sense, on either side of the mini album. It'll make sense more when I put it together. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just, you know. All right. So, oh, I know, Sandra, oh, I was right. I don't blame him. Oh, it's just, I hate car payments. I hate them, you know. And like my sons, they have nice newer cars and stuff, you know. And I'm like, enjoy it. Enjoy that payment, because I'm not enjoying it. All right. Now, remember, we used to cut up and angled out, and we left like 1/8 of an inch, right? We're not doing that this time. What we're going to do is we're going to angle in slightly right there. And you don't want to cut all the way up to the chipboard still, but slightly. And then we're literally going to cut straight across, okay? Straight across. So this time, that's what that cut looks like. This is angled, and let me turn it this way too, so it's like facing you. Okay? And that's because we want that flap to go up, and you don't want an angle in it. Now, if you did, it's not the end of the world, but you kind of don't want that. This one I do take a little bit more time. There we go. And then I'll do this side. Try to speed this a little bit. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to fold these down like this and glue them down. I'm not gluing the sides. Okay. So I am going to try. I'm not going to worry too much about the chipboard corners. I don't think they're really going to show. So I'm just going to hold this for a minute. I'll get caught up on comments. But my mom in her life. Yeah, right, Sandra? Oh, your oldest pays a monthly vet insurance and monthly subscription to dog toys. That's so cute. My mother-in-law does, it's like insurance. It's called Care something. And yeah, you can use it at the vet and all that. So that works out. I mean, I think that's smart because, yeah, those vet bills can really, really be expensive if anything is happening, you know? All right. Now, where's my chipboard pieces? Okay. So this is my front and this is my back. Again, I don't really have much of a directional. I think I like it that way where the leaves are kind of coming down. The back doesn't matter, right? So here we go. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to attach this right there, and I'm going to attach this right there. Now we're going to be bound together, but you're going to have that flap on the outside connecting it. Oh, and by the way, the first one when I made it, see, I did cut angles. It still looks okay, but I should have cut those straight, but that's all right. Okay. I think I'm going to use a little bit of score tape and glue. Just really want to make sure this thing is good. I used to buy my double-sided tape from Tuesday Morning all the time. It was such a good deal. That is one thing I kind of miss, but I suppose I could go on Amazon. And I got this. I was at a local, this was a long time ago, but I was at just a local store. And that's where I got that from. I've never tried the full sheets, and I really should for like when I make bigger mini albums where you can put the full sheet on there. Yeah. Anyway. All right. One thing I do want to check before I adhere this is I want to make sure, let's see how can I explain this, that I'm not overlapping. Like this is slightly overlapping, just slightly. So you do sometimes want to taper in just very, very, very slightly. Okay. There we go. And I can tell over here I need to. So you can kind of, I know this is shiny. You can kind of tell when I cut straight across, this is a little bit further out than the edge of my spine. So I do want to kind of fix that up a little bit. All right. I think we're good. Like literally it's shreds. It's like not a big deal. All right. I'll put the back on first. And I always, when I use score tape, I am not perfect. I see people perfect. And so I always have to use glue with my score tape. So I have a little bit of wiggle room, right? Let's see. I think I'm going to go now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to set it up straight like this, butt up against it. But when I lay it down, I'm going to just barely, like 1/16 of an inch, pull it out. Okay. So that there's like 1/16 of an inch, just a little teeny space between the spine and the cover. Okay. I'm going to hold this down for a minute. I'm going to flip it over. The one good thing about gold, do you see that glue? Oh God, I got a bunch on it. It buffs right off. Thank God. Just buffs. There we go. And then you kind of want to bend it a little bit. Just warm it up with your hand, training that paper so that we're not going to be cracking and all of that. Nice. All right, let's do the other side. I got to turn it this way. Put a bunch of glue on. Now with directional, be very careful. I'm going to explain why. I want this to go, I'm going to hold it this way, where this is at the top, because I kind of want my leaves going down. It doesn't really matter with this pattern, but let's just say that's how I want it, right? So I need to put it on that way. If I put it on the other way, it would make this like the front, I hope that makes sense. If it were completely directional, which this one could work either way, right? So just a small little tip there. All right, so I'm going to butt it up all the way to the spine. I'm going to slowly kind of bring it down. And when I do, I'm literally pulling out like maybe slightly 1/16 of an inch or so. You have to make an album. Sandra, you know, I do have like beginner mini album tutorial on my YouTube channel. It was from not this Christmas, the Christmas before. It's a little bit older, but I might have tagged it on my recent planning a mini album. It was a Snow and Cocoa mini album, MBGrayDesigns, if you search it. And that one's, I did a lot better on explaining on that one. Okay. I'm just going to say, but yeah, that one's kind of a good one to follow if you're ever interested. And then I do want to do another one because I did have some people that wanted a tutorial on my baby mini album, but you could use it for anything. So those tutorials, that would be a film video, and they do take a look at, I love the size. Okay, 1.5 inch spine. 5 by 5.5. This worked out so much better this time for me. There is the cover. Now, another trick. Well, you guys may know this, but let's talk about envelopes, okay? Well, first of all, you can make them by hand. It doesn't really matter. But like if you're using the envelope punch board, which is what I'm going to be using, okay? I'm first going to, let me put this away. So I know I have 5 this way by 5.5. My hinge is slightly shorter, right? Where's my ruler? Where is my ruler? I'll measure it this way. Sorry, guys. It's 5 1/4, which is perfect because I don't want it all the way, you know, to cover the whole spot, like up and down. So 5 1/4. Now, I want, if you were doing a mini album with a pocket page, you would want your hinge slightly smaller than your pages because you got to slip them on top of the hinge. But in this case, with the envelope, you can make it exactly the same size because you're attaching it on the outside. But it doesn't matter either way. You decide what shape or size envelope you want. But I know that this is 5 1/4, right? Like this, okay? So what I do, where's my phone? There is an app, and you guys might know this, but there is an app, EG, and it's the envelope generator. I know that's hard to see. If you search envelope generator, it's We Are Memory Keepers to match with the board so that, you know, if you're looking in here, maybe they don't have the exact size that you want, you know. You can put any width and any height and it'll generate exactly the paper measurement and where you punch. Okay. So I want my height to be 5 1/4. Okay. So 5 1/4. And then, oops, I did width. Sorry. I want my height to be 5 1/4. Sorry. And then the width, I'm going to do, what did I do here? Oh, let me think about this. Where's my dang ruler? Oh my God. Do you guys lose stuff like this all the time? Like for no reason. I mean, like I just had it. Oh, well, that's okay. So the height, the height and then the width, you know, we've got the width of this album, but I don't want it to be all the way out. And that's 5 inches. I think I'm going to do 4.5 inches on the width. Okay. So 4.5 width by 5 1/4. Okay. I know it's hard to see. You hit done and you hit generate. It's going to give you the paper size. When it says paper size, it's an even square. So in my case, it's 8 1/8. Okay. So I know I need a square that is 8 1/8. My punch guide measurement is 4 3/8. And that's all you need because once you put it in and punch it 4 3/8, you follow the score line and punch score, you know? So I just need to cut 5 squares that are 8 1/8 of the paper that I want my envelopes to be. Easy peasy, right? Did you guys know that? Oh, no, it is. The spring part is broken. Dang it. Okay. So now I got to pick out my papers, 8 1/8, which I can't use my 6 by 8, but that's okay. This is why I buy paper, to use it up. What did I do? Oh, here it is. So let's make some envelopes. I do like the bunnies, the gold foil. Ooh, we got tags to use too. All right, let's make one that's goldish. And the bunnies are really cute and it's pink. So let's do this one. Let's see. Invite the island. Oh, who's the island? Is that our group? I love the group, the Night Owls. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. They're so much fun. Ooh, I like the flowers too. Let's kind of take a lookie. Of course, I like this one a lot. So we're going to do this one. And then I really like this, but I don't have a ton of green. Well, I do. What do you guys think? I just love this paper. I think I could get away with it. Yes, it is an app and it's called Envelope Generator. So if you go to the whatever iPhone App Store or Google, whatever, Envelope Generator, and it is by We Are Memory Keepers. You'll love it. I use it all the I don't even use the measurements on the punch board. I always use the app because then you can do any size you want. You know, I'll come back to that one. Let's see. Oh, the other thing with making envelopes that I struggle with, if it's directional, I sometimes struggle with, I don't know. It works, but it seems slanted sometimes. So a lot of times I do patterns that may not be as directional. So that's just me though. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's still cute as it can be, you know. I decided I do like this gingham a lot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We got 5 envelopes to make. All right. Let's go. Get my paper trimmer. We'll start with this pretty gingham. So where's my phone? Oh my God, I'm dropping stuff. 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. Okay, that is the square that you want for to do your envelope. Now again, this is for the envelope punch board, but again, you can make your envelope on your own. You don't need to have that punch board. It's just, to me, I like it because it is a lot easier for me, but either way is fine. You know what else would be really cute? And I thought about doing this and I didn't last time, but I'll show you. If you made little folder pockets and put them in there, you know, so like maybe have an envelope and then have a cute little folder, you know, with pockets. That would be a cute idea too, kind of intermix. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah. All right. So we're going to start with this one and do it real quick. And then I'm going to show you how to hinge it and all that here in a moment. All right. So my app said 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. And my punch score, or where I punch it, is 4 3/8. Okay, so I am going to put my little swingy arm out. 4 3/8. That's all you need to know. So we start at 4 3/8. Got glue on me. Punch, and now we're on our way, right? Score, and then now you can just match it up with your line right here, which happens to be at 3 3/8. I have a trick for you. You might already know this. You don't even need to match up score lines anymore because now the next one's going to be 4 3/8. Or what were we at? What was the original one? Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, 4 3/8. Right there. It's already going to match up. And then you guessed it, the next one's going to be the same as the second one, which was 3 3/8. So, but it's always a good idea to keep it matched up. 3 3/8. 3 5/8. Sorry. And then score. All right. We'll make this one really quick. So I'm going to show you a couple quick things. I do need to jump soon just because I got to get ready for the surprise birthday party. So I may have to do like a 2-parter, but we'll see. All right. So in my book, my book is going to be a little taller than wider. You could make a square perfect if you want. So I know that the top of my envelope is this way, not the other way, right? Because its height is, remember what we said, 5. Oh my God, I measured wrong. Are you freaking kidding me? The height, how did I do that? 5 1/2, 5 3/4. I put 5 1/4 for the height. Oh, be careful. See? Mistakes. This is your card height and width. Card height and width, which makes your envelope bigger to fit your card in. See? So that was a mistake. You got it? Don't do that. So what you want to do is you got to do something smaller than that. So I know that this is 5.5 and I want it to be 5.25 when it's done. So I got to go down on the height. The width, once it's on, let's see what we're looking. The width is too high in my opinion too. So I would make that over and make a smaller one. So I do apologize for that. But let me show you what would happen. So I might as well just make this. I can use this envelope for something else, right? It's not the end of the world. So you guys know how it is, but let me just attach real quick so I can show you like the hinge part. Okay, and then I usually preference, but I just, instead of using the punch board, I just do this real quick with the corner chomper. Okay, so where's my hinge? Good Lord, I'm losing everything. So of course, once we put paper over the white, right, we would then, I got to cut some of this off, but we would place our hinge on here, right? But you want your paper down first. And then what you would do is once you get your envelope, this very first little flap is where you're going to connect your envelope. I'll show you. I'll take my thing out. Very first flap, you will put glue only on this side, and glue your flap down like that. Okay. And then for your second envelope, you would do the same thing. You would glue only on that side and put it against the back of that hinge so that the little flap is on the front of your envelope. That's how I did it. So you'll want to cover, put this, well, you could put them on first, but it would probably be easier to put it down, make your envelopes, and then attach it, okay? The other thing, as a reminder, because I did mess this up, is before you put your paper down on your sides, you may want to grab some seam binding. This is pretty. This will look pretty. And put that underneath your paper on either side so that you have a closure. Because I forgot to do that on this one where I could have put it under so it's hidden. And then it would come out and I could tie a pretty bow or whatever. Okay. And then I did mention the only thing I want left, what I want to do on this side is do a little dangle or charm. And I haven't done that yet because I'm not the best. So here's what I'm going to do. I am apologizing for the beginning of this video because I did get confused, but like Maria said, it's good to watch mistakes just like this last one. So what I'm going to do is I do need to go to my granddaughter's surprise party pretty soon. And then when I come back later tonight, I think what I'll do is go live again and I'll finish this up. I'll get the right size envelopes. I'll make those off camera so you don't have to sit through that. But I'll give you my measurements and then we'll finish this up and yeah, we'll go from there. How's that sound? Is that okay for everyone? And if you can't join, you can't join. That's totally cool. Oh, thank you, Tammy. See, I know it did turn out cute, right? Yeah. I'm making this one just slightly bigger, about 1 inch around bigger. So yeah. And Debbie, oh, thank you so much for joining. You ladies are the best. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. Who in the house? But yeah, I hate to cut it short, but I'll come back tonight if anyone's home and wants to watch me or watch a replay, and I'll be more organized and finish this thing up. So then that way, you know, if you ever want to refer back to it, you can. So I hope you ladies have, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Debbie, you're sweet. So I hope you ladies have a wonderful afternoon. I'm so excited for my little granddaughter's surprise party. I'll have to show you guys pictures or something. But yeah, yay. All right, ladies, we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.